Hello, Infinity Kingdom audience. This is Ray, and today we're gonna say we beat the legendary skills play. What does that mean? Elite Well of Times 21.8 is done. I wanted to make a follow-up because if I could beat the normal one, I should be able to beat the other one, right? And also in preparation for the new patch set that was announced, it's going to make some changes to Athena. So now when she casts her ultimate, she dispels the wound and blocks any further wounds. So previously you could find a window where where your con or kin could negate the healing. And this one will now change, so I was rushing to finish this one before it gets even harder. And because this is with free-to-play skills, I thought I'd share them with you as well. And here are the skills that I used. We're going to talk a little bit about them. So first of all these are similar to the ones we used last time. We're not using Fighting Master here because no one actually stuns us. So we're gonna go for more damage skills. We had to use Kin because the first wave is full of legendary skills. So we have life protection in the back. We have Lost Stand in the front. Let me show you what life protection actually does. Life protection is that annoying purple shield players keep telling. So it basically has this one is saying little. It always spawns a purple shield which reduces damage by 35%. And this is for the back line. And the front line has this Lost Stand which reduces damage by 60%. Every time the health goes under 70%. So this is the reason when it kin in my lineup for the extra damage, and because the opponent uses no escape, Cyrus doesn't have a means to cast his ultimate before they cast theirs, so as to interrupt them. And this is the reason why I chose Kin. Another interesting choice that I made here is using Energy Burst, because I haven't been a preacher of it. But I have to say that while I did read about it in the Infinity Kingdom Discord, about players using it on Hippo because it works on her, I didn't try it out myself until today, and I'm going to explain later why it works on her, but not on the rest. Some disclaimer is that I'm not in the biggest alliance. I'm in a third alliance for this KDK. I am buffed, however, with the regular buffs. And I did have to try it a good couple of times. So this is the full disclosure. It didn't work in the first time, but it did work. So why do we use on Hippo Energy Burst? Because it is consistent and it bypasses the initial no escape from the battles. So while you don't regen energy, the ones you gain for dealing critical hits pass through even while you have that no escape initial debuff on you. Even when you're silenced those first 6 seconds. For that, we have to understand something about Trajan's ult, because this only works with Hippo and Trajan. So if we read his ult, each time it casts, every ultimate from an Immortals will increase the critical chance by 10%, up to 50%. And this lasts for 6 seconds. Hippolyta's ultimate strikes 7 times, so this will trigger a 50% chance of criting, landing a critical hit. This almost always guarantees us a critical hit. And you would say that the following strikes, so the first 5 strikes, okay, we don't crit. But the 6th and the 7th we will crit, so we'll get to 100. That is sadly false, because as with Chase, this also has an internal cooldown on it. We believe it to be the same as with Chase, 3 seconds, but I will test this further and come back to you and tell you if it is or is not. But it is more stable than, for example, adrenaline rush. Because after she casts her ult, so that's 100 points, she will attack. The buff will last 6 seconds. An attack is roughly 3 seconds. So there is potential for it to trigger the next 2 attacks of Hippo, leading an additional 200 energy. So when she ults, when Hippolyta ults, she will gain, in theory, 300 energy maximum. Plus the additional critical hits that other skills like full coverage may do, or any other normal attack outside of when she ultimates. So this is why I chose this one. Okay, I think it's enough with the theory talk. Let's show our results. So please take note on Hippo in the second wave fight. On this one, notice the game cheats on you by having 2 full fighting masters, immortals on the field, having Fountain of Life and no escape against them. So I had to use Kin to negate the healing. And even with Kin, this battle didn't go as well, because as you can see, I'm losing a lot of HP here. So there are a lot of purple skills everywhere. But I keep on going because Wu has around 80-90% left of health, and Hippo also has a lot of health left, so I'm not concerned with Kin or Trajan at this point. But I do leave them to charge up their ultimate. Now, here is where it gets interesting. Watch Hippo and watch Manko. Her energy regain will sap him once, will get his energy low. She's back at full, and now she saps him again. She's also back at full again, and saps him again. And sadly, she's too slow to sap him a 4th time, but I was able to prolong his ultimate for 20 seconds. Like last time, I was able to shake off the dragon's disarm in the meantime. And I'm keeping my Fire Breath skill until Maiko finishes to cast his ultimate, because as a secondary effect, the Fire Breath skills reduces physical damage I receive. So I'm choosing to use it now to reduce Mako's ultimate damage. And at this point, it's where luck comes into play, because it's only Mako left, and Wu has to out-damage him. Sadly, his ultimate has already been cast, so he has the advantage here. He just needs to hold on. But you can see here at Hippo how fast she regenerates that energy. So I think that's 300 energy most of the time. So she spams her ultimate like crazy. But yeah, in principle, this energy burst on her is something I need to explore. And it ultimately was what ended up winning the fight here. So free-to-play skills, I hope you guys could draw inspiration from it and apply it in your own fire match. Come on, come on. All right. So, this was it. Thanks, guys. See you in the next one. Bye for now.